everyone. I hope you're doing well. It's 11 o'clock and just had a little bit of an experience. I dozed off and then kind of in a half sleep state, I'm hearing all these masculines talk, right? And then you feel, and then I felt the energy kind of drain, like you get cold, like somebody's taking your vitality out of your body. So of course I come to complete consciousness and I'm like, ooh, a snack. They're snacking, right? Asking them how they like the taste of that flavor. And it's really interesting to listen to these ones who, they come out in the sleeper's mind. And they're so like out there. So I'm this, authority, and they're going to do this with this vitality, and they're going to do that, and they're making plans with each other. But as soon as they realize that somebody's listening, and all of their connections are listening, they shrink and they just scatter for the shadows, right? And they get real quiet. And it's just so funny to me. It's just so funny to me that they who think they are powerful scatter for the corners of the shadows as though they are afraid to be heard as soon as they're aware that somebody is listening. So let's go. Their plan is to create, what is that card? The illusion card. Which one is that? The Seven of Cups? Was it the Seven of Cups? But that's their plan. They got this person over there. Yeah, the Seven of Cups. So they got this person over there. This is what they want to do. Because you're moving forward. Look at this. You're moving forward into your Nine of Pentacles. And they want to bring forth this illusion. So they want to trick you, basically. You've got one thing you're going for, and they want to put all these 7 illusions in your way. And they're all like exact edge definition or whatever. So they're going to be very similar to what it is that you've actually got going on. Now, the thing about this is that you are all intimately connected to Source if you're on this channel. And so you know that there's one of the greatest goals is patience. And you also know that you've never been led astray, even though your life may have been very challenging. You have always been watched over, and your life has continued while you learn about some of the harsher things in the world, right? So what I'd like to do is, Spirit, I'd like to check in on how this illusion is going to work out for these ones who are wanting to stop you from moving forward into the proper path. So you're like the earth angels, right? And you're out here shining. And they want to stop you from actually moving forward. And they're looking at your spiritual throne. They're looking at your position. And they're like, ooh, I like this one. Ooh, I like that one. And they're like horning in on you like the freaking vulture. And the thing is that they're like little rats. And I'm really like, I envision them, as they scurry off into the shadows, I envision them being hunted by Owl Woman by the light of the moon. And it's no wonder they're hiding. So how is the illusion process going to work out for these parasitical masculines? as they attempt to harness and ensnare and entrap the divine feminine. Her essence, her womb, and her connections to source. Alrighty then. In the central energy, we've got the Seven of Wands in the upright there. Challenge, a perseverance, maintaining control. So it could be that they want to maintain control, or it could be that you're going to maintain control. You're standing up for yourself. In the challenge position, Knight of Wands. Yeah. So they're going to want to send forth this sexy boy. Charming and unpredictable. In the subconscious, and that's the thing, see? You're standing up for yourself. You're standing here, you're very firm, you're very protected. You're not alone, which is why they go for the shadows when they become aware that somebody's actually consciously listening, because you are protected. And you know you've got this. And don't you dare let anyone tell you otherwise. So your challenge is that they're going to come forth with this Knight of Wands, charming and unpredictable. And in the subconscious, you've got the King of Cups. So it could be that you have somebody in mind here, that you're protecting yourself, that you're persevering yourself through these unpredictable moments in the recent past. And it's the Seven of Cups. So there's going to be at least 7 illusions cast over your pathway here by these malevolent frauds calling themselves, leaders, fathers, and men in the shadows. So in the recent past, you've got the Eight of Wands. There's been a swift action, perhaps. Something manifesting quickly. Quick decisions of illusions. It's like that's the extent of their creation ability, is to cast illusions over the mother who actually brings forth creation, right? So very swiftly, we've got the Emperor here. There's protection. Let's see if all 7 of them show up. In the near future, the Ace of Pentacles. A new cycle is about to begin anew, and you've got a lot of folks. See, in the a few months back, it's like, there was talk, who's going to wind up with the woman, and it's so funny. There's a backstory to this. Yeah, 4 of Wands, reunion, celebration, joy, freedom, marriage. So, okay, in the environment. 5 of Wands. Competition and conflict. Hopes and fears. The Hierophant. And the outcome? trickery and fraud, Seven of Swords, getting away with something. So the one of their the thing that they believe that they're going to be successful with is exact edge definition. So they feel that they can mimic your kingdom spouse or your kingdom union or whatever this new opportunity is that you have for a new career or whatever it is that you're actually going to be entering into. So they feel that they can come in and just like mimic exactly the real offer and flip you up. And the way that they were talking is that it's not just going to be an offer. They're going to like put several illusions in your path to try to trip you up. The outcome here is betrayal. And then you've got here a Five of Cups. There is sorrow and moving on. Because you've got temperance energy and and teamwork. So balance and harmony is here. Earth Angel is able to exercise patience throughout the illusions that are being cast, and you and your team are here together and focusing on this new beginning here. And you're going to be moving forward into your financial opportunity and skill development, which is this here in the near future. We'll get some more clarification out here to see what's going on. But that is the thing. And the weasel here, the one that I have designated to be the weasel. So it's like a split-tongued kind of a thing. There's both. It's like on either side, it's like it was a weird thing to get used to in the beginning, this weird kind of a hemisync thing, because it was like mirrored. There's like mirroring going on. You've got the good guy, and then it's got the same guy over here in a bad way, right? So it's like there's this mirroring process. I don't want to call anybody out as to who exactly they've been labeled as, and also labeled self as. I'll leave that up to you in your story, whatever that means for you. But there is a serious issue going on here with those who wish to command the religion and spiritual and mental body of the collective. So this is what they're fighting for, because that's where everything happens. And they want you to create it for them. And they need to marry into it because it has to be part of their foundation, right? Your work has to be part of their foundation if they're going to be successful at all. So you do have the Hierophant here and the Emperor here, which could technically, if you are religious, be considered as the Most High God and the Son or the Shepherd, or however you want to look at that. And this reunion could actually be the family of that scenario. So let's get some more cards in here just to see what's going on. There's the exact definition. So there is the real deal, and then there is the like the Christ and the Antichrist. And they're very good actors, and people have been very entertained by actors, and they still are. And it's an illusion in a big way, because that's what politics are, and news, broadcasting, the news, the stories that you are told, which are supposedly true, so it's all illusions being cast over the mental body by actors. there's these ones. So you've got in the religious system here. I'm not saying that's what this is, but in the religious system here, and you can see it in some of the pictures of these people, man. It's just like really dark circles and real evil. If you've been paying any attention to the historical things of such, great brutalities and wickedness has come out of some of these factions. So, oopsie, what you've got here. So, you've got Seven of Wands. You've held your own. You're standing up for yourself. You, during this challenge and so-called competition. You are protected. You are persevering through this. Justice is being served. You're able to maintain control in the defense of whatever it is that you're defending. You're challenged by a Knight of Wands. So there's somebody wanting to come forward unpredictably, impulsively. Perfection. We're going to get some more clarification on this. But if you are standing up for yourself and persevering according to justice, and you're challenged by this Knight of Wands, which is a this is somebody who sees that the potential is limitless. Right? Coming in with high energy, could be seeing you as perfect, could be presenting themselves perfectly. In the subconscious, you've got the King of Cups here. Whoa. Communication. And time in the reverse. There's no more time for communication. There's no more time to talk. We're not talking anymore. We're out of time. We're out of time. Communication is over. There's no more time for communication. Justice is being served. You got some unpredictable, very swiftly here in the recent past. There's no promise. Somebody broke a promise. There's quick decisions. Somebody's not getting a promise. There's the Emperor here, rules and power. You know, the funny thing is about that, you know, in the subconscious, the Most High God is listening, man. You know, those who used to travel around in the realms of the dream state and really mess with people's mental bodies, and they still do, and I really feel like there was a cutoff, there was a veil, people were being hidden, and all that's being uncovered, and so now things are being heard. So even as I'm aware of this talk going on out there, as soon as I come into awareness, it's like, you know, but they're all listening. It's like the field of awareness is open, and they're not alone anymore. It's like there's a whole new set of players on scene, right? Somebody's not getting a promise. Somebody didn't get a promise. Hi, baby. Emperor. So he's observing from an invisible place. He might not actually be present. He may have been watching this whole scenario from some other... It's kind of like what I was saying, you know, when you're kind of dozing and then all of a sudden everything gets real... It's just like everything just kind of comes in and starts doing its thing, and kind of like that too, you know. So he could be watching from a place that is seemingly invisible, kind of like these ones when they're in the dream state, they think they're invisible. They think they're invisible when they're in the dream space. See? And what's happening here is they think they're invisible when they're in the dream space, but this emperor has been observing them in that space that they think they're invisible in. So everything's being heard, and maybe even seen. Maybe even seen. So in the near future, you've got the Ace of Pentacles here, a new career, a financial opportunity. Something's being manifested, some sort of abundance. There's a limelight. Limelight, just be wary of everything at this time. As I said, there's exact edge definition going on, and there is some illusions being cast. And they will be very, very good. These people have been acting for a long, long time. You've got the Four of Wands here, a celebration, joy, reunion. And mind you, see, some of you are like time masters and such. And so if they can get a hold of you, they have that opportunity to create timelines or to collapse timelines or to do some of this stuff. So, in order to get control of those gifts, they need to wed into it. I'm not saying that's what's happening here. I'm just saying that because of what drew me to do this read, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, do nothing. We got do nothing in the reverse. So, you're not going to do anything. There's no doing nothing. Celebration, happiness, somebody's offering that. But see, in the environment, you've got a clash. It could be, see, that there's the actual kingdom unions happening. They actually are. And the actor's job is to cause an illusion, a distraction, something that will cause you to be confused. Like in the challenge position, you've got this Knight of Wands. They're going to come in and they're going to play the part perfectly. Okay, but in the and you're up here standing your own, handling your own. You're standing up for yourself at the proper defense, and justice is being served. And in your subconscious, you've got the King of Cups. So you've got this Knight of Wands who may be trying to perfectly mimic this King of Cups. Don't be breaking the nose. There's going to be more than one illusion. Yeah, conflict. Conflict. See, this is what it is. There's still conflict going on. Serious. They're intent on trapping the mother, the high priestesses, the empresses, all of those earth angels that are shining brightly. They really need your essence and your light. They need to trap it. They need to make sure that you don't leave, okay, and enter into your destined future. What are you doing? So you've got the hope and fear here. There's Toby. There's competition and conflict. There's the Hierophant here. Hopes and fears. Things. And in the outcome, you've got trickery and fraud. Seven of Swords. Getting away with something. Snake. So the snake is here with trickery and fraud. The Hierophant is here with things. We've got conflict times 2 in the environment. And then we've got wedding with do nothing in the reverse. So this is a serious effort to, number one, cause distraction with all of this conflict. Number two, to come in as a hierophant and perhaps play the role, right, of the actual divine. They might want to offer peace. So this snake, you know, with trickery and fraud is coming in to offer peace perhaps, but will actually wind up being religious hardship. Because you're a natural leader. They want to be you. And they're working very hard, this whole tribe right now, to make it happen. The messenger is, they want to put your self-care in the grave. They want to end your ability to take care of yourself, to love yourself. This snake wants to put you in a bad way. So your optimism, your good mindset, they're going to be messing with your head in a competition for your spiritual throne. So they're creating drama, okay, in your mind. And they're really ramping it up with the Ouija board. They want you, there's self-preservation here, sovereign being. There's a backstory to this. This player has a limited perception, or they're remote viewing you. They see that you are a person of privilege, or you're coming into that, and this addict is using all of their knowledge, playing both sides, objectivity, playing both sides, trying to be congratulated as you. They're really working it. They wanna F around with the Evermores for entertainment still. So this is their goal still, is to continue to dominate marriages and families. They want to strip you of your ability to take care of yourself, to love yourself, to see yourself as important. They're plotting and planning to cause illusions in your mind. This is the mental body, and it is also the outside world. So they're creating conflict in the outside world, and they're also creating conflict in the mental bodies. And while people sleep, they're really, I mean, there's crowds of them trying to mess with the field of collective awareness of the sleeper, you know, and in the dream state or whatever, to program certain scenarios of conflict within the sleeping mind, to cause illusions and doubt. They really want your things, and they don't want you to leave because you know, you'd take it with you. So you're standing up for yourself, and there could be justice happening, or perhaps you're calling judgment and delivering justice somehow by your ability to protect yourself and to maintain control, and that could be justice. There's unfinished business here. There is things that still need to be resolved. Justice is being metered out. You're challenged by a Knight of Wands here who's impulsive and unpredictable. You've got perfection here. This person is a really good actor, but they don't know what to do. It could be that they don't know what to do. They may not know what kind of a decision to make here. You've got the King of Cups in your subconscious, a leader, tolerant leader. they're not a third party. So you've got this Knight of Wands here trying to mimic. So there's communication, and there could be out of time, no third parties, or this person isn't a third party that's in your subconscious, but you're being, you've got this Knight of Wands trying his exact edge definition crap, but they don't know what to do. It could be that they're confused, like maybe there's some unexpectedness. Very swiftly, we've got somebody breaking a promise. Somebody didn't gain a promise. We got holding back in the reverse. There's no holding back. Somebody broke a promise. There's swift action here. You've got the Emperor here, invisible, observing from an invisible place. Yeah, there's no conversation, so there's no talking. Limelight position, new career, financial opportunity. New chapter. So there is the new chapter in the world, and you know, there's a lot of suffering in the world, okay? And you know, the whole leader business, you know, they've always, you know, said that they're basing their decisions for peace and all of that. But what I see is fatherless homes, and I see a lot of hoopla about power and authority. And who's going to be in the limelight, and who's going to command the gifts of the family trees in the world. You can't let, I mean, the rulers of the world don't want the little peon families to have light-filled, powerful, generational, wealthy, healthy, spiritually rich families, because that threatens the rulership, right? So there's a new chapter. They want to cast illusions, and they want you to choose wrong. And now there was this person, you know, if you choose wrong, then that means that, you know, you're a slave. And that all of your vitality, all of your gifts, all of your connections to source and everything will be controlled by this snake. There's gossip going on here about this marriage. There's conflict. You got the Five of Wands here, competition, and the conflict card. And wanting to fix it. This is ridiculous. Wanting to fix the connection? Are you kidding me? So, hopes. There's the Hierophant here, but there's things too. Somebody's playing Hierophant. Ego. Some religious person has a high level commitment to things. It could be that their ego has been hurt. There's trickery and fraud happening here with the snake. It's all illusions. They're working it up. All of these ones are gathered together in this collective field, you know, in the shadows. In the shadows, while you're resting, they're playing in your mind, in your mental body. If you're not an astral traveler, if you're not one of those people who stay up late and meditate and go traveling and visiting other people's spaces and places, reminiscing about the inside jokes, unexpected outcome, out of time, out of time, too late to take any action, and here we've got time in the reverse. So they're out of time, and they're really hoping to that you will make the wrong decision, or that whoever this read is for is going to make the wrong decision. It could very well be me. They're chasing after you. They're feeling the damage that they have caused here, and the truth has been revealed, and they've been detached, and they're in regret. So in order to get reattached, they have to mend a connection to you, and they're fighting for it. And conflict. So I guess this fighting could mean that they are actually, it could be in the mental body, it could be in the physical place. Although I'm not too sure that the snake, well, they do wars, but they have, a political agenda that they have to follow, and they can't really do all this sneaky stuff out in the open, because they're regular people who, don't dream or don't remember their dreams or whatever. They would never understand, right? So they have to be very careful how they talk and how they present in the actual conscious world. You've got this Knight of Wands trying to walk exact edge definition of your actual kingdom spouse. And the thing about it is you've been patient all this time, and there's no need to rush at all. And there's no need to worry about it, because the Most High, who has kept you alive for your services in this present moment, however that is working out for you, is going to continue to do that until it's time to do something else. And so I wouldn't worry about that at all. Justice is being served here. You've persevered. You're protected. You are able to offer your self-protection. There's some unfinished business here that's going on. Alone. Unfinished business. Somebody feels that there's unfinished business. It could be this Knight of Wands wanting to come in and be charming. It could be that you've been alone in this situation, persevering through whatever challenges that you did, and now justice is being served. You did it alone. You did it all by yourself, and it's not going to be like this forever. There is a challenge that somebody wants to be passionate. They see you as perfect. They think they're perfect. They're indecisive. They don't know what to do. They don't have, they're having trouble making a decision. They're drowning. They're drowning here. Their hope is like they're drowning, right? And their modus operandi is illusion, casting illusions, walking that exact edge definition, like mimicking perfectly, who it is they think you are going to gravitate to. In your subconscious, you've got the King of Cups here, balanced and compassionate. There's communication, no time, out of time, beyond time. This person isn't a third party. You're leaving. It's been a long road. You have a long way to go. It's been a long road. You're out of time. You're leaving. This is ending. You're leaving. This is ending. And October was mentioned. So it could very well be that this is all getting very sketchy, because, in 30 days, there could be like a timeline bifurcation or trifurcation. There's going to be a splitting off very, very soon. I really feel by October, at least, maybe even like right around Halloween. Something significant is going to happen with time. It could be that time is ending. And so because of this, they're needing to cast an illusion to try to pull you in. See, because time is ending and those who are not third parties are leaving. And it could very well be that there will be the bifurcation of time or trifurcation of time, however that resonates for you, and there's going to be a splitting off. And so they're desperately needing to trick you into believing some scenario. They're really fighting for it. They're really fighting to kind of mend this connection with you. They totally broke it off and now they're trying to patch it all back together, but they're fighting. They're fighting. They're not loving. They're fighting. Very swiftly. They broke their promise. They didn't hold back at all. Somebody's not holding back. There was a blind spot. They got caught up in a whirlwind. They broke their promise. They didn't hold back at all. They didn't really see what was happening here. The Emperor is here about rules and power, observing from an invisible place. There hasn't been any conversation. He may be very silent. He may be one of those super ninja stealth warriors out there in the field of collective awareness, just listening to these jackwagons go on and on and on about creating illusions and stuff. And it could very well be that he's in a limelight position and he's going to be starting this new chapter, this new abundant opportunity here. But there is also timeline wars, right? So you've got multiple players out here. CERN is just one of those things, right? But that's not the only thing. There's all kinds of ways that and all kinds of folks out there in leadership positions that have the ability to timeline travel and do all of this stuff, So everybody's got their frequency, their genetics, their energy, their mindset, whatever has been seeded into their field of awareness and therefore affected their energy and their emotions, which therefore affects their frequency on the scale, right? Which will then affect what they're going to be drawn into at the split. So they're trying desperately to drag you into conflict because conflict lowers your vibration. It's not happy. It's a low vibration, and they want to trap you in a lower vibrational realm so that they can fix this up and continue to utilize you. Got the Hierophant here, and there's things. There's a Hierophant here. So we got conflict, want to fix a connection, hope and fear. Somebody's here, a Hierophant who's got a high level commitment to things. Their pride, their ego has been hurt. They're grieving here. They're upset. They need to fix this connection. They have to hook back up to you somehow. They got to trick you. This snake has to trick you. They got to perform some kind of miraculous cutting edge fraud. And they're doing it in the shadows. The snake is in the shadows with this Seven of Swords trickery and fraud out there. Needs. They're trying to get their needs met. And the way that they need to get their needs met is to trick you into a lower vibration so that they can lead you to go astray. They need you here. They need you there, tangled up in their web. So they're really working hard for it. And so what they're doing is like I think in the while you're sleeping, like for me, like the body went real cold, which is an energy harvesting. They energy harvest and then they go do their orgy magic or whatever, and then they plant it back on. Or I think that this could have just been a taste, like ooh, right? And so now they want to implant conflict, and I really do believe they do that as a person is sleeping. You have chaos, right? You got lots of conversation, lots of this, lots of that. You have a restless mind. They could be fighting with each other in the dream space or causing you to fight in the dream space. Some people wake up and they're tired, they're worn out, they don't know why, they didn't rest well, and it's because they've been fighting in the dream space. So they've got these people going into their subconscious while they're resting, messing with their life, their energy, their mind. And then they wake up and they don't remember their dream, and all they know is that they didn't sleep well, and it's unfortunate, but that's what this is happening. It's petty little mice creeping around in the shadows, fucking everything up for everybody. And the thing is that they have to have this commitment. It could be that you are in a commitment with this King of Cups. That time is ending, and all that who are not part of the third parties are leaving into a new chapter, a limelight, a new career, and a reunion. Do nothing, where you're not going to be doing nothing. People are worried. People are worried about what others are thinking about this. They want to fight. They want to stop it. They've been fighting and trying to stop it the whole time, making your life miserable. So, surrender. We've got surrender. They need to surrender their need to control things. All right. So, we've got the Seven of Wands here. Challenge and competition. You were able to protect yourself. You have protection. You were able to persevere. You held your own. You stood up for yourself. Justice is being served. There's unfinished business here. You feel like you're in this situation by yourself, but it won't be this way forever. And you're not actually alone. You know that you've got the unseen is supporting you, even though it may feel like you are alone. It won't be like this forever. Humor. We've got humor. You choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So even while this feels like it's alone, you're looking at the lighter side of life. You're not getting caught up in this conflict, in this mental warfare. You're not allowing it to dictate your mindset or your path for the day or whatever, So in the challenge position, you do have this Nine of Wands. They're coming in with high energy and they're trying to do something with perfection, or they see you as perfection. They don't know what to do. They're drowning. They're going under. They're barely able to keep things afloat. They need to come in and be a choice for you, an option for you. They need to practice this. They need to get in there. They're not quite sure how to go about it. Regret. So they see you as perfection. They don't know what to do. They're drowning here and they're in regret. They can't change the past. In the subconscious, in your subconscious, you've got the King of Cups. So there's a balanced, tolerant, empathic person here. It's been a long road. The journey has been a long, long road. You may be in communication. Could be telepathic. Time is ending. There's no more time. Time is ending. And those who are not third parties are leaving. Change. There's a change here. Those who are not third parties are leaving. Time is ending. Very swiftly. Somebody got caught up in a blind spot. They're in a whirlwind. They didn't hold back. Nobody's holding back. They broke their promise. There's a swift change. They're making a sudden action. There's some sort of sudden action. Somebody broke their promise. Somebody didn't receive a promise. There's no holding back. There's no holding back. Somebody broke their promise. Health. There's no holding back. Blind spot, whirlwind. Emperor's here, observing from an invisible place, hasn't been saying anything. This is a quiet, stealthy ninja, warrior, samurai, somebody or other. Very disciplined and silent, like listening, observing, watching. These ones have no idea they've been watched. It's weird. Honesty, gathering evidence, gathering the truth, firsthand research. In the near future, there's a limelight position, a new chapter. You got the Ace of Pentacles here, a new career, financial opportunity. Somebody may offer that to you. Somebody may offer that to you. We've got indecision in the reverse. So somebody knows exactly what they want to do. They want to offer you this limelight position. And this is what I'm saying here. This is an illusion. Somebody wants to offer you a limelight position and a marriage. They're fighting to fix the connection with you because, and this is a Hierophant, and so there's somebody in a high level traditional religious position or whatever that's addicted to things. Their ego's been hurt, they're grieving, whatever. So what they're trying to do is suck you in with a limelight position because this has been a long, long road for you. Time is ending and you're out of here. You're leaving. So they're trying to suck you into a limelight position. This is their solution. If it's not a limelight position, it's some sort of a... see, the lens they're looking through is this reunion. You're leaving. Oh, judgment. You're leaving. You're in reunion. You're out of here. Justice is being served. But they want to offer you a limelight position in the near future. Empathy. People are gossiping. You have empathy. You see both sides of a situation. Both sides of this situation are seen. This was competition. It's conflict, and conflict times 2. It's petty conflict. It's territorial conflict. It's wanting it's needing you to stay. They need you to stay. And they're fighting for it. And what they're wanting to do, they could be fighting in your mind. They could be planting doubt, planting illusions, planting some sort of a love spell or some sort of a desire to be in a limelight position, to be seen, to be this guru or whatever. So they want to snare you by pampering your ego, offering you a new career, offering you a marriage. They know you've got one coming. Gratitude in the reverse. There's no gratitude here. There's no gratitude here. There's conflict times 2. They want to mend the connection, but there's no gratitude. Hierophant. There's some sort of they've got a high level commitment to things. Their ego has been hurt. They're grieving. They're not in gratitude. They need you to take this position in the limelight. Balance. They're grieving. There's balance here. So they need you. They need you to hold balance. They need you to maintain that balance for them. So the way they're going to do it is a snake is in a 7 of Swords with trickery and fraud. They're going to try to betray you. They're going to try to suck you into this limelight position and to start the cycle over with them. They're in the shadows, or they're playing in the shadows. What the heck? Oh my gosh, I just threw these all over the place. They want their needs to be met. They need their needs to be met, and you're the one who can meet their needs. They need you to stay. They're trying everything they can to get you to stay. Their great idea is to offer you a limelight position, to give you a new career, to give you abundance. Envy in the reverse. So their needs, they're trying to get their needs met. This snake. They're going to come off like they're not envious. Envy is in the reverse. Says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. They don't see themselves as everybody else. They have needs that need to be met, and you're the one who needs to fill them. They're in the shadows here. They're an empty vessel, and they're in a rabbit hole. They want to bring you in there because they're in sorrow. They're in sorrow over you, Earth Angel, and the fact that you're in balance here with your team. And you got a new beginning here, and you're at peace. Look at that. You're love. You are love. And you have discipline, and you persevered. And they failed. They're in grief because their adversity failed. You're a being of service, and they have to accept the things that they cannot change. All things happen in divine order. So, but they're coming after you. Yeah, see, look at this. You got peace and peace. Your peace. You are at peace. You are at peace. You're leaving. You're not a third party. And everything's working out. So, even this situation, any story that this cycle has been cramming into the mindset of the collective and saying this is the way it is, I'm very suspicious. Because the winner always writes the story, and they burn the books, they banish the books that they don't want people to read, and so, everything becomes very convoluted and confusing. And if you dare question it, then of course you're attacked by everybody who says, how dare you, right? So this looks like this could be two heads of a coin. There, it looks like it could be two heads of a coin and the substance. But let's see. So we've got chaos here. You have you've been protected and protected yourself and persevered through this chaos. You've been able to stand up for yourself. Justice is being delivered. There's unfinished business here. You may feel like you're alone in this situation, but it won't be like this forever. You focus on the lighter side of life in all of this chaos. Secret love. Oh. Oh. You might have a secret love. Like, these ones, they've really been trying to keep you from it, right? And this is the thing. The third party in the reverse are leaving. So it could very well be you 144 or whatever you consider yourself to be. It could be that you have already matched up with whoever that is. And these ones are really desperately trying to... desperate. They're desperate. They got to suck you into a contract of some sort. They got to get a relationship with you in order to gain access to your vitality and permission to do whatever they want with it. It could very well be that the kingdom unions are protected. They're not actually known because these ones are trying to bring such conflict to those unions that, the less information that there is on that, the better. See, this Knight of Wands who wants to come in fearless and charming and sexy, they're indecisive. They don't know what to do, right? They need to do it perfectly, but they don't know what to do. They're drowning here. They're going under. They're in regret. They can't change the past. They don't know how to do it perfectly. Welcome. Welcome. In regret. This Knight of Wands wants to come in and offer to be a safe space for you. But the thing is that they're in regret and they're going under, they're drowning, and they're indecisive. They don't know how to present themselves perfectly. You've got a King of Cups here, which is the loving, compassionate leader here. It's been a very long road. You could be in telepathic communication. Time is ending. It's in the reverse. The third parties, those who are not third parties, are leaving. This is a change. And one of the things that I heard was October. So they're wanting to cast illusions on you, and it could be that leaving, there could be some kind of an option here But I don't think that you're going to be confused by it, to be quite honest. You know that they're here trying to give you a new limelight position. They're here trying to offer you a contract in this particular realm to make sure that you stay. This looks like it's like a time is ending. You're out of here. There's a timeline bifurcation or trifurcation. There's going to be a separation of time. And whatever you're vibrationally matched to or in contract with. So I don't know. I'd wait. Just be very patient before you take advantage of anybody's opportunity right now, because this is playing out. This is playing out. We got entertainment in the reverse. You're not up for entertainment. This isn't for entertainment. This isn't amusing or funny at all. This isn't to be taken lightly. You've got somebody very serious about ensnaring you here. They're wanting to offer to be a safe place for you, but it's nothing but conflict. Something's happening really quickly. They're not being held back. Something's not being held back. They broke a promise. A tribe. They broke a promise. A tribe broke a promise. There's no holding back. They can't hold you back. A tribe broke a promise. They can't hold you back. It was a blind spot. You're healthy. You honor the physical vessel that enshrines your soul. They can't hold you back. The Emperor has been here, invisible, observing, not saying a word, and sees you as honest. You tell the truth. He knows the truth. And he doesn't see any bad news here. You're honest. He's been watching you. He's been watching everybody. He could be listening to what's happening in the field of awareness as people sleep, as they dream, or even as they just move about throughout their day. We've got here in the near future a limelight position, a new chapter. There's no indecision. It's an abundant career opportunity. You're trying to move on. Desperate. But you're not desperate. You're not desperate, and you're not going to go on a date. You're not desperate. You're not going on a date. There is a reunion here. There is do nothing in the reverse. There's gossip. Somebody's afraid of what people are saying. Empathy. Both sides of this situation are seen clearly. Oh, my baby. Yeah, you're not desperate. You're not going out on any dates. Imposter. Chaos. You've got the Four of Wands here, reunion, freedom, marriage. So this thing is coming up. It's definitely in the future. And somebody is, they're not doing nothing. This imposter wants to bring forth chaos. Okay? They want to bring forth chaos. They want to cast a bunch of illusions. There's gossip here. Both sides of this circumstance are seeing. You're a being of empathy. You're open to seeing both sides of the situation. And there's travel here. You're taking a trip. You're leaving. You're leaving. And this imposter wants to come forth and bring chaos to your reunion. They're not doing nothing. They're actually coming forth to create conflict. There's 2 conflict cards out here. They don't have any gratitude. They never had any gratitude for you. They broke that connection through all this conflict, and now they're trying to put it back together with conflict. Imposter, I'm not who you think I am. They're not who you think they are. They may want to sit here and offer you a marriage, but the marriage is simply to bring chaos to your life. You're not desperate. They want to offer you a limelight position and a new chapter, but you're not desperate. You don't want the date. You miss out on the date. You don't want the date. You don't have any indecision regarding this. There's no indecision. Obligation. They think you're a nuisance, but they are obligated to try to stop you. They're obligated to continue to try to have something to do with you because you have what they need. Hope and fear. Okay, this could be read 2 different ways. This could be read that there's a Hierophant who has a high level commitment to things. Their ego has been hurt and they're grieving because you're in balance. It could also mean that there's a fear that the Hierophant is here regarding things, and their ego has been hurt and they're grieving because there's balance is being restored. So I'm not too sure about this Emperor and this Hierophant, to be quite honest with you. I know they're present here. I know that they know you're leaving, that this is ending. But in this 3D realm, as you know, we've had some religious folks and some people of authority who haven't necessarily been kosher or whatever. And they want things. They're here about things. Their ego's been hurt. Yeah, this is a Hierophant whose ego's been hurt. Is what that is. And their health could be failing them. Their health could be failing them. They need your vitality. They need your essence. They need you to stay here. They find you to be a nuisance, but they need you. There's a snake here committing fraud in the shadows, working in the shadows. They're trying to get their needs met. They're presenting themselves as though they're not envious. They're presenting themselves as though they're a support. They want to help you with your needs. They may try to say, I'm sorry, but it's trickery, it's fraud, it's negative. You're uncertain and you're uninterested and you're positive about it. You're uncertain and you're uninterested. It's a positive choice. You know that they're trying to gaslight you. They're trying to gaslight you. They're trying to reconnect so that they can gaslight you. So that's great news. Okay, you're moving on with your future plans. You're moving on with your future plans, and you know that this is a trick. That maybe you heard through the grapevine or whatever. This is a trick. Maybe this is the grapevine. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off here. there is some illusion going on. There is something about October. That's what they're talking about. I think it's toward Halloween. Time is going to end. This is no laughing matter. This isn't comical. This isn't fun. And this is very dangerous right now, because you've got these ones who are desperate to hold you back, but you're not desperate at all, and you don't have any indecision whatsoever about denying a date. You're not interested in this at all. These guys want to bring chaos. See, this imposter, there's an imposter here who wants to come in and pretend like they're your person, but they're not. Okay, they want to bring you chaos. So you got to be very careful about who it is that's coming into your world right now, offering you opportunities. They may present themselves as an emperor or a hierophant. They may present themselves offering you a limelight position within a new chapter. Yeah, but they may offer to meet all your needs. They present themselves as though they're not envious. They're here to support you. But this is an imposter who wants to bring chaos to your life and really interfere with your leaving. Time is ending and you're leaving, and they want to snag you in. See you on the next one.